Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Life of Abundance. I really do appreciate all of you guys subbing. I've been getting a lot more subs lately on a daily basis, and I appreciate you guys. And I'm almost there at 100K. I don't think I'm going to hit it, but still a goal. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. So that ciao. It's ciao time.
Hold on, baby. I got you. Who's Eduardo that texts you with the eggplant emoji?
The fact that you messaged my mom and you told her that you wanted to take her out on a date, is that the secret you wanted me to tell the world?
You're my baddest, so you can't blame me.
Why would you contact my mom?
Probably still
because their daughter didn't want me, so I had to level up.
That's weird, Hayden. Don't you think that's fucking? Don't you think that's weird? Don't you think that's a little weird that you're hitting up my mom?
Would you rather have a Charmander or a Charizard, huh?
Can I get a Charmeleon?
The smartest Chinaman ever. He went straight to the manufacturer.
Hey, Bobby, look, I'm American. I think I'll use my credit card. Do you guys have anything non-dairy? Anything gluten-free?
Gross. Just put it in your mouth.
It's funny that, like, to make fun of Asians, everybody does this. But for Asians to make fun of everybody else, we gotta do this.
And swallow it and pretend like you like it.
Goes to show you, us men, we don't grow up. We just grow old.
What? What do you mean? There are no more survivors. It's just us left.
We have to repopulate the human race.
But there is only one woman.
It's a harrowing confrontation between a man, his wife, and her lover.
She's my wife, man. She's my...
Don't be this guy. Just don't be this guy. Let it go. Move on.
It's almost painful to watch as 48-year-old Keith King struggles with his wife's lover as he pleads with her to come home.
Danny, you're picking him over me? You're picking him over me now?
I don't want this.
Now, this bitter love triangle has led to a shocking court verdict. Keith King sued his wife's lover and was just awarded $9 million. Here's Les Trent.
That controversial lawsuit was heard right here in this courthouse.
How did he get She was worth $9 million?
Keith King claimed that his marriage was in perfect shape until that stranger came along and stole his wife and ruined everything.
Every time he knew I was out of town, he was coming into town.
Attorneys Joanne Foyle and Dorothy O'Neill.
Sometimes it's not the man's fault, brother, but it's your wife's fault.
Represented Keith King.
You don't have to prove that there was a perfect marriage, just that there was some genuine love and affection in the marriage.
Keith King owns a BMX stunt show that performs at NFL halftime shows and state fairs across America. His 33-year-old wife, Danielle, worked with him as an MC. She says the marriage was already in trouble before she became involved with another man. He discovered Danielle was cheating when he found flirtatious texts on her phone.
I called him from her phone, and I said, she's a married woman. Leave her alone. Don't you ever contact her again.
But he says the affair continued for months in secret. Then last year, Danielle moved out of their home. Soon after, Keith went to her new apartment and was shocked to find the lover, Francisco Hooser, there.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife. That is my wife.
I also gotta admit that this mother chucker over here that is holding him, that the affair person, fuck you. Fuck the people that are just causing affairs left and right. The men and the women.
Man, you need to stop. You are rude.
Tell me about that day you confronted your wife and her lover.
If she had been in a car accident, and I walked up on the car accident and saw her, dead in the car, that's what it felt like to me. I felt like I just witnessed her die.
Keith says he considers the $9 million award to be a hollow victory because he'd give anything for his old life back.
There isn't a dollar amount that you can put on it for what I think my family's worth.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife.
And this is why we say you gotta put in the time and effort to vet these women. You know, the best chances are probably going to be overseas. Yes, I want you men to have a family, but I also don't want this to happen to you guys also.
What a lucky man. He married trash, and it made him a millionaire. Now that I think about it, he's probably the only man in the entire history of civilization to get divorced from a woman and actually walk away with more money. $9 million to get rid of your cheating wife? Holy shit. Sounds better than a jackpot to me. Now remember, gentlemen, if another man steals your girl, he's doing you a favor.
You know, I don't usually do sponsorships too often, but I actually got a sponsor today. It's our buddy Ishmael. He actually sponsors Jack's channel also. He does health insurance, and he's helping a lot of people around us get much cheaper health insurance than they would if they were to just go with some employers or just third-party ones, especially people with families. He's been able to save like 25% on health insurance, and nowadays, oh my God, guys, health insurance is crazy expensive.
Yeah, Red. So a lot of people obviously are looking for health insurance right now. It's open enrollment. I'm a senior partner at a health insurance brokerage, and we work with small businesses, families, and individuals. We work with all the major carriers, Aetna, Blue Cross, Cigna, United, on their public and private networks. So if any of you guys listening are looking at insurance options, finding it to be super expensive, or you want a PPO network and all,
It's expensive, guys. Trust me, if you guys can save some money on some health insurance, especially if you need it anyways, people with kids that are going to school and stuff like that, you kind of need it. So maybe hit the man up. I'll put all the link in the descriptions down below also.
all you're finding are HMOs, give me a call. I'll do a free consultation with you. Most of my clients, I do save them about 20% on their insurance premiums, and I get them better coverage, or at least equally good to what you've got. So if you want a free consult, hit me up on the number below and we'll talk.
Yep.
I could probably take your girl if I wanted to.
If you can take her, you can have her, bro. Stealing a girl that's gonna cheat on somebody is not a flex.
It's not.
That's why we say no man can ever steal your girl. He can only steal your problem. Because if she's willing to do that, she is a problem. And if this ever happens to you, you should be thanking God, especially if it happens early on in the relationship.
Yes.
Because now you don't have to waste any more time on someone who clearly is not the one for you. And by the way, fellas, it is not your job to stop these guys from trying to take her from you. That is her responsibility, not yours. And if you try to control that, you are going to look extremely insecure. There's nothing more unattractive to a girl than a man complaining about the things that she's doing. You need to have the mindset of, I'm gonna let you do you, boo-boo. And if she's doing things like constantly flirting with guys or messaging all kinds of guys or any other behavior that's super sketchy or sus, why are you even dating her in the first place, bro? Have some self-respect.
Damn right.
Stay strong, kid.
To make a long story short, you touched it last, no takebacks. You see, gentlemen, a woman does not cheat or dump a man she is in love with.
Like, bro, I don't fuck dudes. Like, some people do that shit. I don't do that, bro. And if I have, I'm sorry. For real.
I would be in the same boat. If I have, sorry, it was not purposeful. Sometimes these girls be lying.
I don't do that shit, bro. That's some whole ass shit.
Yeah. There's dudes you can't trust.
Yeah, like a while ago, this girl, seen she had a baby, and I was like, where your man at? She was like, oh, he in Kima. And when I heard Kima, I know where he works off the rip. Because like in Kima, it's nothing but plants, refinery, chemical, whatever it is. And I said, damn. I said, so he wake up in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, drive 2 hours to a job I know he don't want to do, and then drive another 2 hours home to a bitch that ain't shit. I walked out. Wow. Real life, bro.
If she chose him over you, my brother, she was never yours to begin with.
Damn right.
It was just your turn. As a wise man once said, she's never yours, it's just your turn.
You know, like I said, heartache hurts. It's probably one of the most devastating things in life, tell you the truth, a heartache. But heartaches are probably what made men the way they are. The men that are successful, the men that are making millions of dollars, the men that make over 6 figures, the men that women want. Those men probably went through heartache. So that's where I always kind of push. You might want to take some risk and get a little bit of that heartache. It might be worth it. I'm just saying it might be. But I also don't want what happened to that gentleman that happened to you guys, because that is also very likely. This is why we say protect yourselves at all times. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much majority of men right there.
When you have sex, do you wash your sheets when you're done?
If I soak them up, yeah.
You soak them up?
Yeah.
Why would it be soaked up? You squirt or what?
Yes.
Then if you don't wash it, how long do you wait until you wash it?
Like 1 day. But if it's like making a mess, like I gotta do it ASAP.
Agreed. If I make a mess, I gotta do it ASAP.
On the day of?
Yes.
Has there ever been days where you're just lazy and don't wash it?
No.
You have to wash it?
Yes.
That's how wet it gets?
Yes.
God, oh, like, damn.
The ocean, you know what I'm saying? I got that water.
Oh my God! Wow!
What are you trying to do?
We finna go to after hours.
When are you free to link up?
You know, I can't do these interviews for shit. You know why? Because I go to sleep. It's like 9 o'clock. Most people aren't even out by that time.
Just hit me up.
What are you trying to do with me? Are you trying to date or are you trying to fuck?
I don't know. I gotta talk to you a little first.
Yeah, I'm just trying
You still recording?
I'm just trying to have fun with you.
I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that.
Dude is embarrassing himself on his own camera.
That's amazing. I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act.
How do you make your own people look much worse than they already look? This interview right here.
TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said.
No,
I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby, I don't think. What is that? That's scary.
She don't. She really don't.
I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, we can tell. This is not funny at all. This is absolutely terrifying.
Your craziest college confession.
Let me say it.
Just say it.
Sending nudes to somebody for Taco Bell.
Get the rocks. Yeah. Abdul
for Taco Bell.
Get the rocks.
I think it's probably one of
Why do intelligent men stay single?
Because they overthink a lot and they get stuck in their head, because in their jobs and their careers and their businesses, they're rewarded for filtering their communication and for being very logical. And then they transfer the same habit onto the date, which doesn't work very well because women come to the date because they want to experience emotions. But if you tell stories on a date, the way you communicate with your manager or your peers or your employees in a very logical, stern and serious fashion, that's not going to create emotions of desire within her. So what we have to do if we want to find a healthy relationship on eye level, we have to create attraction. And that's done through effective storytelling.
So why do intelligent men stay single? Sweetheart, that is a question that answers itself. Because he's intelligent. Because here's why.
Haram.
I was in a sorority, so I did a sorority.
Oh,
one.
what sorority were you in?
I was in Zeta Tau Alpha.
You were a sorority queen.
I was sorority queen. Well, I got booted because I was with the fraternity a little too long. I was supposed to be spending time with the girls. Instead,
Yeah.
I was sleeping over at the frat.
What happens at a frat sleepover?
Oh,
Just a lot of watermelon vodka, actually.
Who do you know here, Mia? What's your best frat story?
A lot of girl fights and just a lot of
Wow.
pool stripping. I
Ooh, you were
soon
stripping
after
for the frats?
Oh, absolutely. There's
Frats.
always stripper poles at the frat houses.
Fill me in on the stripping for the fraternity. How does the night go?
And we think college is good for women, and we think college is good in general for a lot of people. This is pretty much what's going on in colleges.
I
right
mean,
here.
like, night is already kind of pumping. Like, there's always, like, alcohol, music, DJ. And I remember there was just always that pole right in the background behind everybody. And everybody's like, hey, like, who's going to get into it? We're all dancing. So it's like the moment somebody touches that pole, everybody just turns. I love dancing on that pole.
And what
I miss
happens
it.
next at the frat pole?
Then somebody just grabs you and takes you out.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that happens a lot. You're just dancing at a frat party, then a guy just comes behind you.
And you're
Yeah.
chosen, I guess.
That's so
chosen.
sad the way
It's
you just said
really-
you're chosen. Like some
This is kind of
ZBT
disgusting,
frat
actually.
bro chose you. Ryan from ZBT chose me.
chose me.
Oh my god.
And this is going to be somebody's future wife. And
Yep.
in reality, this is not going to end well for her. She could have utilized her youth and looks to secure her future, but she chose otherwise. And when she reaches 30, here is the RP truth bomb about women over the age of 30.
Date somebody that's over 30. An attractive woman that's over 30 and that's single, to me, is problems. Why are you single?
Yes.
You've had probably too many experiences with men, so you're carrying a lot of emotional baggage that I don't deserve to have to deal with. The older one gets, if they're not locked into a growth mindset early, able to take constructive criticism and pivot and want to be right, they're not going to change the older they get. They get more stuck in their ways, more brazen. They really think that they be telling people, but I'm like, but you're lonely. All right, strong woman.
It's one of these things where, like,
I agree that most women in their 30s are very similar and stuck on their ways unless they're foreigners. Like my girlfriend now is from the Philippines. She was born here, raised in the Philippines until she was 16 and then came back. So she has a lot more traditional values and she pushes more traditional things even though she's at a later age. So she fits more of what I'm looking for. Is she fully traditional? No, of course. I don't think anybody's really fully traditional again nowadays, especially if you meet them in the West. But she has enough traditional values and everything for me to give her a chance.
things where, like, you come to that realization that this works for you and this doesn't, and, like, can you take that feedback and understand? Because as men, we have to do that.
Rachel.
What would y'all say is y'all's best feature?
My eyes. I think my hair.
Your hair?
I like my hair.
Respect. Your hair is your best feature. Your hair is your best feature.
What do you think her best feature is?
Right.
You said hair. You said hair. You said hair.
Is that valid?
My brothers from all across the world, we are divided by borders, but united by thoughts. And she is humble as hell because she has two best features right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Do women ever worry about their performance in bed or only blame men? I once shouted, please participate, when she was on top doing absolutely nothing.
Damn.
Please participate.
How is she on top and doing nothing?
Participate. I created a fake account and started chatting with my hubby. He just told me my wife died 3 years ago. I told her, text me when you get home. I think she's homeless. You guys pray I do well on this test I'm about to take. Quote tweet. I see you guys didn't pray at all. Oh, that was making my back hurt. Flipping out, that's funny.
As much as we tell you guys don't date 30-year-olds, don't date single mothers, and all these other things that we're just giving you advice on, doesn't mean that you cannot fit in some demographic to where you can date those people. There is sometimes worth it for some people to be dating single mothers. Sometimes it's worth it for people to be dating 30-year-olds, especially if you're in your 40s or 50s. So there is anecdotal advice where it comes to each of this main really broad advice, but we're just always, giving the masses the best advice that we can that would affect the most people, right? Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.